Now your record will be released in Europe, I think, a bit later.
February, yeah.
February. Yeah, what do you think? What do you expect from the European? You're already playing here, but what do you think that will happen?
I don't really know. You know, I believe that I can, you know, be a successful artist in Europe. I feel like Europeans get my kind of music more than Americans.
Why?
I've just felt that coming over here and playing in London and playing in Amsterdam and Brussels. It seems like the awareness for real live music is higher than in the States.
But do you think does it have to do with the way you perform, or is it also maybe a lyrical thing?
Probably a little bit of both, I would hope. Yeah, I think that's the one thing that I've learned is that there's no science to music whatsoever. There's no reason, you know. I mean, there's a lot of luck and timing involved, and you create your own luck, but at the end of the day, it's still luck, you know. And I believe in that wholeheartedly because I've seen my own career in the last year, and it's, you know, me working my tail off, but it's been a lot of luck.
How is it for you now that you've of course did your promotion in the States, now in Europe, but with the same record actually maybe? How do you feel that? Do you feel that you maybe get stuck a little bit on this, maybe for too long in this record, or do you feel that it's not?
I feel that personally because I wrote these songs about 4 years ago, and so I feel like I am here as an artist, and I'm pushing a record that was here when I wrote it. But I believe that my live show represents who I am as a musician, and that's essentially what I believe the fans that are going to follow me throughout my career will gravitate towards. And so I don't feel, I feel a little stuck, sure, but this record hasn't reached as many ears as I believe it should before I go to the next one.
Do you feel you can still sing the lyrics with the same intensity as maybe as the time that you wrote them?
I believe I can sing with more because I believe I've...
Are you still convinced by some of the topics that you sing about? Or,
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, some of them, there's a couple, you know, there's a song on the record called Say So that is just more of a straightforward pop love song that I don't really like singing that song. But yes, everything that I wrote on that record, I still believe today.
So what do your parents think of your music? Have they listened to the latest records? Although it's secular?
Yeah, they've listened to it. You know, my parents, they're very proud of me, and they support me fully now. You know, it took a little bit of time, and I would put that more towards the occupation that I was choosing to be a part of. You know, far more people who get into music end up on the street than people who go to college. You know, it's just an occupation that if I was a parent and my son or daughter came to me and said, I'm going to write songs for a living, I would be worried about them. Because it's an artistic field that, like I said, there's no science to. You can't go to college and guarantee that you're going to sell records.
But where does this, maybe one last, where does this dedication come from in you, maybe, that you want to hear that that you want to spread this message? How do you feel?
Well, first and foremost, I just love to sing. Singing is my singing and performing is my #1 passion. Because I've been given the ability to sing, and for some reason the universe has given me a microphone, I feel an obligation to say something. And not just write songs about sex and love, but write songs about social media, and write songs about political awareness and celebrating, you know. And also because, you know, those are the people that I grew up listening to that inspired me.